Thanks for joining us. A new partnership aims to reduce shooting deaths by handing out free gun locks. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty announced a free gun lock program this week at the Brooklyn Park Library. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety is providing the locks, which will be available for free at Hennepin County libraries. No questions asked. Moriarty says gun locks can help prevent suicide, accidental shootings, and crime related to stolen guns.
Gun locks can also deter firearm thefts or at least make a stolen gun unable to be fired. Law enforcement tells us that often guns are stolen from cars that are stolen by young people who would be unable to fire the gun if it was locked.
You can find a gun lock at 11 libraries in the Hennepin County system. We'll have a list of participating libraries at ccxmedia.org. Meanwhile, a Brooklyn Park man has been sentenced to more than 4 years in prison after stabbing a man numerous times last year in a Crystal bar. 52-year-old Kendrick Dotstry pled guilty to second-degree assault. Dotstry was arrested at Steve-O's Bar and Grill on West Broadway in Crystal. Surveillance footage shows him stab another bargoer 17 times in 20 seconds. The victim survived. A jury has found a Minneapolis man guilty of murder after stabbing a man to death in Crystal. 38-year-old LaRondo Willis was found guilty of second-degree murder after stabbing Eddie Winters 19 times in March of last year. Police found Winters' body inside a vehicle in the 3200 block of Hampshire Avenue North. Witnesses say Willis and Winters were together before he was killed. Prosecutors plan to seek a lengthy sentence for Willis because the crime is so severe. He's scheduled to be sentenced on May 12th. Next week, local firefighters are reminding us to light the night. Light the Night recognizes fallen firefighters. For the Maple Grove Department, the occasion is personal. The department will remember Captain Michael Piter, who died of cancer. This week, the Maple Grove City Council member Christy Janigo reflected on the risks our firefighters take, including exposures to toxic substances.
Because even brief, intense exposures are very dangerous. Like toxic exposure in the military community, everyone must continue to push for research on PPE, equipment, and infrastructure to protect our firefighters from the dangers of the cancers and other deadly health risks from serving as guardians of community safety.
Light the Night for Fallen Firefighters runs from April 27th through May 4th. Maple Grove's Town Green will be lit with red light bulbs to mark the occasion. The city encourages others to participate. Red light bulbs can be found at your local hardware store. There's a glimmer of optimism for buyers in the local housing market. New listings are up. According to a recent report from Minnesota area realtors, new listings across the Twin Cities went up 12% in March compared to the previous year. In Plymouth and Brooklyn Park, new listings went up 4%. In Maple Grove, new listings increased 16%. As for the hottest price points, as you might expect, that would be between $250,000 and $500,000. A new restaurant is coming to Plymouth that neighboring businesses say is much needed. Fuego Mexican Restaurant plans to open in a space in the Waterford Park Plaza strip mall near Cub Grocery Store. The new restaurant is taking over space that was previously Taco Teresa's. It will offer full table service with waitstaff, and it's not yet known when the restaurant will open. The City Council approved a liquor license for the venue this week. Summer is fast approaching, and with it, the desire to get away. For many Minnesotans, a trip to the cabin is just the ticket for a great vacation. But for others, more exotic locations are what they long for. Today in Business Matters, Sarah Allen caught up with a Crystal travel advisor who specializes in experiences that are off the beaten path.
So this is my current map of places that I've been.
Kara Brown has visited a lot of countries.
Morocco was super fun. That was fairly recently, and we slept in the desert. That was cool.
The mother of two has been to 21 countries, even traveling to parts of Europe when her son was around 11 months old.
The part that I like the most about traveling is seeing what other cultures do, just in general, like day-to-day life. And so I wanted to bring that to others.
Her joy of experiencing new cultures and destinations is what led her to start her own travel business in 2016.
So I'm creating custom itineraries for people based on, our conversations about what they want from the trip, what they want to see, what they want to do, what they enjoy, and no one itinerary is like another that I create.
Brown offers more than just sightseeing tours.
I'm a bit of a different travel agent than most.
Instead, she curates unique experiences like learning to cook a traditional meal or seeing people make handiwork passed on by their ancestors in places that are off the beaten path.
A lot of South America, done a lot of Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand.
Brown says now is the time to start planning your summer vacation.
It'd be best to start planning now when it's pre-end of school, because you can at least start the plans, get it rolling, and that way you're not stuck with June coming up and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't plan anything for July or August and now everything's full out.
If Europe is on your bucket list, Brown says consider smaller European countries that offer similar cultures but are more cost effective.
You could go to, the Baltics, like Latvia, Estonia, that area, and that's going to be much less expensive than if you're doing Germany, France, Italy, especially Italy.
Most of all, Brown encourages people to travel anywhere.
Because it is important to see different worldviews and to experience more of the world than what we are just seeing here.
In Crystal, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
Brown also leads trips. She's led a group to Ireland and has a trip planned in 2026 to the Galapagos Islands.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.